Hello there and welcome back to the channel. In this video, let's take a look at the new banner that just dropped today in Ever Crisis. It's an Aerith costume for Christmas with a Barret weapon as well. All right, let's just dig into it. Talk about whether we should pull or not. All right, digging right into Aerith's new gear. So the first thing, man, I just love this costume. Aesthetically speaking, it looks so cool. But looks are looks, right? We want meta. Ugh. Okay, let's take a look at the weapon. We have kind of like a dual usage weapon here, although if you look at the skill multiplier, it doesn't go terribly high. The R abilities are top tier. We got M attack and ice potency. So even if you aren't using this in your mains, it's going to be a great sub weapon. For example, Sephiroth on his ice build. But this is packing in an M defense decreased potency. Ooh, max potency high. Hold on. So yeah, mid, going to mid until you get to, yeah, OB6. All right. So, okay, so, you know, she can already do that with her beach umbrella. This is more specific, but this is cool because she can come in and help with ice damage and debuff, you know, the magic defense. So she'll pair really well with Sephiroth. And the other thing that's new on these weapons, and I love this, is a materia slot that allows your cure materia to go to the whole party with a penalty of negative 40%. So if you're like starting to get really rounded out and you're just on the verge of being able to do those whale speed runs, like for example, I saw a whale do the last dungeon with 3 offensive builds and just had 1 cure materia just for when they needed it. Whereas like players like me usually need like a devoted like AoE heal weapon because we can't burst the boss down so quickly. We're gonna need to heal from those AoE attacks, etc. But if you only need a little bit, now every character can be like, you know, slammed on the offensive, and then you can cure everyone with the materia all at once. So cool. I hope in the future that we get something similar that allows the Esuna effect to go to the party. Maybe that's something we'll see soon. Okay, so really cool. I do love the weapon. All right, moving on. The gear is just another mastery gear. Well, I already commented I love the way it looks. I like the color scheme, you know, with the blue and the white. It just looks really cool, but those are just looks. We have HP, and the mastery is a lower 20% instead of the 35 from Arcanum, right? Okay, so, you know, for me, not totally necessary. And then we also have the Barret weapon. Now this I love, but it's gonna require us to have a little conversation about something. In any case, this goes to max potency high. Of course, at OB6, it starts at high. It's a magic attack buff to an ally. Really awesome. And so, like, what we need to talk about is, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? We just had the Garnet banner, and I argued, you know, a lot of people not liking it because they want Aerith to do other things. They want Aerith to have other things in her main slots. It also didn't have good R abilities for subs. But yeah, so that was the drawback there. It's like, okay, great, we can buff magic attack just like Glenn's Halloween weapon, but it's Aerith, and I want Aerith to be doing this instead. Okay, so I thought it was still worth it because, well, what you know, what happens when we have a magic build and they can't buff themselves like Sephiroth can? Then awesome, now we can buff, and now we have a not limited weapon that is better and does the same job. And man, anyone who went hard for Garnet is probably pretty peeved right now. I would be too. Luckily, I just kind of stamped it and got the weapon just to have it. But because this also has the cure slot, so now you can bring Barret instead of a healer and be buffing someone's attack. I mean, you could build a team if it's going to be a magic-focused ice team, now you have like 3 characters, if you can get all this stuff. You have Barret buffing. You have Aerith helping with ice damage and, you know, doing a magic defense break. And then you have your Sephiroth doing like all sorts of damage, and these 2 are just supporting him like crazy. And then if you need that AoE heal, you know, 1 or 2 could have like a materia on one of these weapons. And look, it's got a heal our ability, which is going to synergize with that. So he's here just to be like a utility belt, right? So he could bring other support, like another support weapon, and then be buffing, and then take care of the AoE heal when you need it, just a little bit. Gets the boost and heal from the R ability. I really like this weapon. I'm definitely going to be wishlisting this, but I need a banner to skip. I need to chill out. I've been dolphining in this game. I've been spending money, and I'm kind of hit my limit. As you saw in my last video, I was getting like pretty burnt out. And you know, some fair points came up in the comments, but like as a spender, I don't feel like my dolphin spending, which, you know, is like amounting to hundreds, is really giving me that much of an advantage. So I've kind of like given myself permission to just kind of chill. I'm going to go down to a little more of a casual status in this game. And I will pull when we get like a fire weapon and maybe another like element resist down weapon. Hopefully we get a fire one too. Maybe they'll come on the same banner and I can just go hard on that banner. And then at that point, I will have filled out every element niche, including the non-elemental with the Zidane sword. And then I'll feel like I can maybe just sit back and chill a bit and just start skipping stuff until maybe half anniversary, when we are bound to see the next like big step up in power creep. That's my plan. And as much as I'd love to pull here and get these awesome new weapons, which, you know, are power creep, you know, they have the new heal slot, they do multiple jobs, you know, but I'm gonna wait to see what the next one is, and then at most just take this one to stamp 6 to get one of the weapons. But again, you can wish list these weapons later, and the gear is not essential to grab unless you're just really, you know, like simping over that. You know, Ice Mastery, like this is for whales to fill out like a hardcore devoted ice team and just have all 3 characters just going hard on the offensive. For free to play, I can't really justify it unless you've really saved up and like you're just in love with this. Then hey, there's nothing wrong with that either. But yep, so in review, really bummed about the Garnet Rod. I argued for it, and now like in this short amount of time, they've like nullified the existence of this limited weapon that people might have pulled for. And yep, the weapons can be wish listed later. The gear is not essential if you care about meta. Boom, skip it. Save those resources. As you can see, mine up there are looking thin anyway. There's no guarantee unless I spend money that I can even get to stamp number 6. And I think that's all I have for this one. I really look forward to getting these weapons in the future from the wish list. I don't think I'm going to pull. I'm going to wait for the next Christmas banner. I'm eagerly awaiting fire. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're pulling, best of luck to you. I hope you get everything that you wish for. All right, thanks for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one.